Lesson 14. So, sway. This is a mountain over evening. So evening is pronounced si. So it might be phonetic here. This has an involved origin, and it's just phonetic. But those are the parts, mountain and evening. So if you have a mountain load of evenings, that means you're a year old, or another year. So here we have shu, shu-ja, shu. I love writing that character. Pie, hung, pie, dian, sway. Another year older. Kong. So kong means spare time with fourth tone. In first tone it means empty or void. We have the top, which is a roof again, ba in the middle, indicating a division. So taken together, xue is a cave, and the bottom part is phonetic gong, so the emptiness of the inside of a cave. So kong is spare time, kong is empty, or it can mean space, sunyata, illusory, all that kind of thing. Shu, hung go, pie, dian, hung, shu, hung, kong. In Xingqi, Xingqi actually means star, period. So Xing, the first character, is a star, and that's indicated with the sun over sheng as a phonetic. Interestingly enough, just so you know, if you put the animal radical to the side of star, then you have Xing, which is a gorilla. Maybe that'll help you remember, maybe it won't. Okay, so we have the sun. Shu, hung, ja, hung, pie, hung, shu, hung, xing. Next character is guo. So we have the walking radical, the moving radical, which is a contraction of this, which basically means the same thing as that, zhou, or foot, zu. So this is called the zhou zipang in modern, or just everyday speech. And then the cun in here replaces another phonetic. So to write it, we start with the phonetic component. Hung, shu go, dian, dian, hung, ja, na, guo. Okay, the original meaning of wei was a hand guiding an elephant, which was clearly borrowed for the sound, because that is a difficult thing to do, to depict doing something for someone. It's written like this. The traditional form, maybe it looks a little bit more elephant-like. I don't know. Well, you've got the four legs there. Wei. So to write the simplified form, dian, pie, hung, ja, go, dian, wei. Ooh, I will do an attempt of showing the old form of this. It looked actually something like this, if I recall correctly. So this is a depiction of a dancer, like a shaman or a medicine man dancing to get someone well. So the top part shows those fringes. The bottom part shows 2 feet, one pointed one way, one pointed the other, and highly stylized. So to write the character, Pierre hung shoe, 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 hung shoe. You want to write it like that so things wind up in the right place. Hung, Pierre, hung, Pierre, Dien, hung shoe, hung shoe. Wu, to dance. Can. The top part looks like this. Originally, it was probably a ko, or an indicator of some kind of object. The traditional form looks like this, so it is a collection of objects together. And that's what it depicts, just a bunch of things together. It is used as a phonetic in a whole bunch of things, and in this case, just to participate. So, we start off with this. Pie, ja, dien, hung, pie, na, and then pie, pie, pie. Can, jia. In this case, it's just the second component in to participate, but it is an indication of strength and ko, to increase, to add to. So that's its more generic, broad meaning. Hung, ja, go, pie, shu, hung, ja, hung, jia. Ding, definite, exact. Here we have, I didn't mean exact, definite, defined, well stipulated, something to that effect. We have a roof here, and then underneath the roof there is this thing, which is sort of an extension or fancy depiction of zheng, to make things right, precise, exact. So it's a good depiction of what it means. Dien, shu, hung, go, hung, shu, hung, pie, na, ding. Oh, before I go on, zheng, of course, is zhi, a foot stopping at a line. Zheng, to be defined, definite, exact. Dan. In dan gao, dan is a hen's egg, an egg. So the top part is a component from a different phonetic, which indicates a snake. Oh, no, excuse me, that's just a phonetic. The bottom part indicates a snake or a bug, anything crawling. So these go together for egg, just because that's phonetic. And this is because crawling things have eggs. I'm sure that's where it comes from. We have a hung, go, shu, hung, pie, na, shu, hung, ja, hung, shu, ti, dien, or hung, dien, dan. And then gao, cake. The two components, that is the radical, it is rice. So it looks like grains of rice scattered out. This is not cooked rice, the grains of rice. And the right side is a sheep over a fire, a sacrifice. Pronounced gao, which in this case is just phonetic. So we have dian, dian, hung, shu. Dian, 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 hung, hung, shu, hung, dian, 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 dian. Gao. Song. So we have the walking radical, zo pang, zo to walk, so very common for meaning. This component in this character originally depicted two hands holding a torch. I'm not sure how that looked, but it might help to remember it. So to see someone off. Song originally means to see someone off, and then by extension to give someone something as a gift. Dian, dian, hung, hung, pie, na. Dian, hung ja, na. Song. This one, bang, terrific. We have a radical for wood. This character also is identical. It also means a club or a bat. This component on the right is phonetic, and it is used to mean terrific because it's pronounced the same way. Hung, shugo, pie, dian, hung, 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 pie, na, hung, hung, shu. Bang. Ke. Ke as in polite. Ke is a guest. So you have a roof, so a guest comes in under your roof. The phonetic part is ge. We have zhi, that is again a foot and a mouth, indicating, I suppose, where someone stops. Ge on its own means each and every. So it's just phonetic here in ke. Dian, dian, hung go, pie, hung pie, na, shu, hung ja, hung ke. Qi is actually a word in English. Qi, or qi, which I think still ought to be pronounced qi. This is breath or air, and originally it looked something like, I'm going to try this, but I don't think I'll get very close at it. Something like this. It was a depiction of the exhalations, the mists rising up out of things, I suppose. And it meant the original breath, the breath of life, the spirit wind. So it's related to traditions all over the world in which breath has that life-giving force. So qi. This, I'm going to write this simple, or the traditional form here. It has rice underneath, but it's just an indication of the motion and the movement of qi. So this is the force that runs through all things, that gives life to everything, the fundamental force. In this context, as ke-qi, it just means the attitude or the feeling of politeness. It's not getting into all of that heavy stuff, but it's just the same character. Pie, hung, 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 ja, wan, go, qi. ke originally means that something is all right. Ke. It is the mouth, and this part, cow, is the phonetic. Cow originally means to give approval, so it's just a modern form of this original idea. And it is written in this way, hung, shu, hung, je, hung, shu, go, ke. End of lesson 14.